are two ways I could describe myself. The first is that I'm Kendra Gottsleben, a 2010 Augustana graduate who double majored in sociology and psychology. The second is I'm Kendra Gottsleben, a 40-inch disabled individual in a wheelchair who has mucopolysaccharidosis type 6, a rare enzyme disorder. I much prefer being described the first way, emphasizing on what I can do and what I have achieved. I know if I plan on reaching all my goals in life, I need to first recognize my strengths and then use my God-given strengths. Life can be tough no matter who anyone is, what anyone looks like, or what anyone wants to pursue in their future. My future is bright and full of possibilities. No matter how others describe or perceive me, I like to live my life with an upbeat, can-do type attitude. I'm a true believer in that life is what you make it. I love to laugh, smile, joke, help others, and enjoy spending time with family and friends. But the truth is that I am a disabled individual who is in a wheelchair, and I am quite short. It's part of who I am, and there's nothing I can do but accept it. That's why I don't let being in a wheelchair stop me from continuing to strive to reach all my goals in life. Some of my goals that I have achieved are graduating from college, getting a job, and being able to help others through my life experiences. One life experience I am most proud of is that I was a participant in a clinical research enzyme trial in Oakland, California in 2002. This clinical research trial was a study on the enzyme my body does not produce. The goal was to receive an FDA approval for the children like me and adults with MPS type 6, so they could also receive the drug treatment. As a participant, I went through numerous tests and weekly infusions for this trial. And in 2005, the FDA granted the approval. One of the conditions with this drug treatment as a patient is that we will need weekly infusions for the rest of our lives. Our body will never produce the missing enzyme, but the drug treatment helps us live a healthier life. Goals I'm in the process of working on are writing a book and making my imprint on the world. There have been many obstacles because of my MPS type 6, but I have learned to take those obstacles as they appear. I was diagnosed at the age of 4 with a rare medical condition, MPS type 6. 1 in 215,000 individuals are diagnosed with this condition. My body is missing the enzyme that is needed to cleanse my cells, which causes a buildup of gluey-like substance in my cells, which affects my connective tissue and my other vital organs. Despite my condition, I was mainstream throughout my school years like any other student. As a senior in high school, I graduated with honors. I have always been a hard worker, which has benefited me while pursuing all that I've wanted to achieve. Nothing has ever been handed to me or made easy because of my daily obstacles in life. Those obstacles have made me a better person and have taught me that if I want to create my own success, I have to do it myself. Some of those obstacles have been attending college while receiving a weekly infusion, the inability of being spontaneous, and the lack of complete independence. We are the only ones who determine the attitude and approach we take in life. I prefer being positive because negativity and feeling sorry for oneself does not help us along the path of life. As a grade school student, I would look at my friends and ask myself, how do they run so much and not get out of breath? They sure are getting tall. I really never thought much of it. I didn't realize the reason I couldn't run that fast, and because I was so short, was because of my condition. I didn't even know I had a medical condition. I had no idea I was different from any other student until I was in about 5th grade. I was never teased or made fun of. I was accepted for who I was. My parents never focused on my differences and what was difficult for me until they thought I was at the age that I should begin to learn my condition. In middle school, I did not have a wheelchair like I do today. When I would get dropped off at school, I would sit outside my first period classroom in a chair on wheels, basically, waiting for school to start. Sometimes my friends would come and sit with me when they weren't running around socializing with each other. But many times I sat alone, wishing I could join in with them. It was difficult for me, but it was much more difficult for my parents. As they would leave to head to work, they would look back and see me sitting alone outside in the hallway. I understood my friends wanting to socialize with each other, so I never really got upset with them. But it was lonely at times. As a high school junior, I set a goal for myself to take American Heritage, which was an AP class, and Algebra 2. As I met with an advisor, I was told that students who planned on going to college were only students that would take those classes. I was shocked and quickly realized that she did not see me as college material. She then added, for you to take American Heritage, you have to have a signature from a teacher stating that you are capable of taking that class. I think she had thought she had sealed the deal with that last statement. But I smiled kindly, pointed toward the signature that I had already obtained, and said, there it is. I also told her I do plan on going to college in my future. I'm proud to say that I graduated from high school with a 3.6 GPA and a member of the National Honor Society. In college, there were a couple professors who've made the following comments to me. The first was, I was taking the easy way out. The professor had no idea that each day I rode paratransit to and from campus for an hour or more for 1 or 2 classes a day, which, if I could have driven myself, would have only taken 10 minutes. Another comment was, I might not be cut out for graduate school. I was also taken aside by a professor who questioned if I had actually participated in a group activity as much as I said I had, because my group members had told him otherwise. I was caught off guard because he assumed the other students' words as fact before coming to me. I asked myself why he would take their word as facts before talking to me. I wondered, did my size create doubt in my ability? The particulars of these situations are by no means to disrespect these professors, but more seen as examples of how their comments truly impacted my integrity and self-esteem. But the comments also had a positive impact on my life. They became fuel for me to prove to others that I could do anything any other normal college kid could do. The most recent journey of my life has been trying to find a job where I could apply my energy and expertise in helping others. My dream has always been to be able to work with children with life-threatening illnesses or disabilities and their families. It was challenging because I did encounter a number of individuals without flexibility within their opened positions. There were even a couple of times I heard, "Oh, you're in a wheelchair?" I needed to find an employer who saw that I had a niche and could see how my talents could contribute to their organization. I'm extremely proud to say that as of today, I've been working for 6 months at the Center for Disabilities within the Sanford School of Medicine at the University of South Dakota. I'm excited to share with you that I could not have asked for a better place to begin my career with helping others. It has been a dream come true for me working with them. The organization's mission statement is dedicated to life without limits. I have lived much of my life with the attitude of not letting others put limits on me or myself limiting me. And now I work for an organization who believes the same. All of these experiences that I share with you are just part of life's journey. Countless people have had to overcome obstacles. Life isn't easy, but that's what makes life interesting. I know that dwelling on the negativity in my life doesn't get me anywhere. I think that I am also allowed a certain amount of time to be upset with situations, but then I need to turn the negative into a positive. Complaining about the difficulties I have to deal with and the things that I cannot do is neither healthy nor productive. I actually view my physical limitations as blessings. As long as individuals remember that we are the only ones who make the decision to let others' ideas become fact or fiction, we can choose to surrender to their beliefs and our abilities, or make the choice to keep on pushing forward with our dreams and goals in life. I want to leave you with a favorite quote of mine that I like to live my life by. When life hands you lemons, make lemonade. Or my special twist on the phrase, when life hands you lemons, turn right around and squeeze those lemons to make the best lemonade possible. Thank you.